The perfectionist is a myth, a chimera, a fantasy. And those who think they are perfect are fools, but we all want to be perfect, right? We want to do everything well and never make any mistakes. But here's the thing, striving for perfection can lead us to ruin. We may miss out on the simple things in life or make others feel inferior. This story is about a young artist named Artex. Artex loved making art, but he wanted to be more than just good. He wanted to be perfect. He spent so much time perfecting each piece that he had almost no time for anything else. His friends tried to talk him into relaxing a bit, enjoying the process, being more spontaneous, throwing some paint at the canvas, having fun, being playful. They told him that when you love something, you should let your passion show. But Artex didn't listen. He just kept working hard, trying to perfect his craft. He was convinced that his big break was just around the corner. One day he heard about an art competition with a huge cash prize. And this time, he thought, this is it. This is my chance. So he worked on his painting day and night, ate, drank and slept. In his studio, he wasn't interested in anything else. His friends were worried sick. They knocked on his door every now and then to check up on him, but he didn't even answer. He was so focused on winning that he didn't even take breaks to eat or drink. Finally, the day of the competition arrived. Artex submitted his painting and was done. He packed his bags and went home. The next day, the results were announced. Artex won honorable mention, nothing more. He was furious. All that hard work, all that effort, and this is what he got. He couldn't understand why he hadn't won the prize. He looked at the winning painting and saw that it was so much simpler, so much more naive. Meanwhile, his painting was full of small details and masterful brushwork. He threw himself on his bed and cried. He thought he would never be successful. Just then, his phone rang. It was the organizer of the contest. "Hello, Mr. Artist," she said. "I'm calling from the organizing committee. Congratulations. You won the main prize. We all really liked your painting." Artex couldn't believe his ears. Did he really win? Was it true? Yes, of course, he stammered. The organizer asked when he could come to pick up his prize. I'm not free today, Artex lied. "How about tomorrow?" "Tomorrow doesn't work either," he said. "Well, then how about the day after tomorrow?" Yes, the day after tomorrow is fine," Artex said. The woman at the other end of the line sensed that something was wrong, but she couldn't know that Alex was crying into his phone. He hung up and fell back onto his bed. What should he do? Tell the truth or pretend he had changed his mind? Of course, he decided, he must tell her the truth. He picked up the phone again and called the woman. "Hello, I'm sorry, but I actually told you a lie," he said. "I am going through a bit of a rough patch right now and I need to take care of myself." The woman understood. "Of course, no problem, Mr. Artist. Don't worry, we'll keep your painting at the office. Come whenever you're ready," she said. Artex hung up, feeling bad about himself. He suddenly understood how much he had neglected himself and those around him. Winning wasn't everything. What mattered most was how he felt inside. From that day forward, Artex continued to make art, but he did things differently. He took the time to appreciate the little things in life and those around him. He learned that life wasn't about winning or losing, but about living. And he learned that success wasn't the ultimate goal, but rather a byproduct of living a life true to oneself. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a young woman named Alara. Alara was known throughout the village as a gifted tailor, celebrated for her ability to mend clothes and create beautiful garments. However, deep down, Alara harbored a secret. She longed to design and sew dresses for the queen who resided in the nearby castle. But she lacked confidence and had never dared to dream that such a lofty goal could be achieved. One day, news spread through the village that the queen was holding a contest. Any young woman who could design and sew the most exquisite dress would be awarded a handsome prize and given the opportunity to become the queen's personal seamstress. Overwhelmed with a mix of fear and excitement, Alara decided to enter the competition. She spent weeks planning her masterpiece, sketching designs and gathering the finest fabrics. But as the day of the competition approached, her confidence began to waver once again. Doubts crept into her mind, whispering that she wasn't talented enough to win. On the day of the competition, Alara found herself among many other talented young women, each showcasing their sewing skills and vying for the queen's attention. As the judges approached her stall, Alara's hands trembled. She feared they would discover the secret she had been hiding. But then something remarkable happened. The head judge, a wise and elegant woman, noticed the intricate detail and flawless stitching of Alara's dress. Her eyes sparkled with admiration as she examined each stitch. "Who made this dress?" she inquired, her gaze fixed on Alara. Alara, taken aback by the judge's attention, stepped forward. "I did, Your Honor," she replied, her voice trembling slightly. The head judge smiled, recognizing the exceptional talent hidden within the young tailor. "My dear girl," she said, "you possess a gift. It is clear to me that you have put your heart and soul into this creation. Even if you do not win the competition, know that you are a true artist and your talents deserve recognition." Alara's heart soared as the head judge's words washed over her. She realized that her worth wasn't defined by whether or not she won the competition. Instead, it came from within her, from the passion she had for her craft. When the winners were announced, Alara didn't place first. But as the head judge had predicted, her unique talent did not go unrecognized. Soon, word spread throughout the kingdom about the extraordinary young tailor from the village. And before long, she was summoned to the castle to create a special dress for a royal event. As Alara designed and sewed the dress, she poured her heart and soul into it. When it was finished, it was more exquisite than anything she had ever created before. The queen was overjoyed and immediately hired Alara as her personal seamstress. Alara, once the shy tailor from a small village, became renowned throughout the kingdom for her exceptional skills. People no longer whispered behind her back. Instead, they praised her name. The lesson to learn from Alara's story is that self-doubt can hinder our progress. Despite her talent, Alara allowed self-doubt to hold her back. However, when given the opportunity to showcase her skills, she seized the moment and ultimately found success. True success lies in embracing our abilities and pursuing our goals with confidence, not in constantly comparing ourselves to others. Sometimes, just like Alara, we may not win the first time. But as long as we keep trying, our time will come.